This tutorial is a very brief overview of the different options using Canvas quizzes. So you can see here, I've already got onto my quiz tab. For this particular course, I have not built any quizzes yet. If so, they would be listed right here for this particular course. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to hit plus quiz. And as you can see, I'm immediately prompted to choose between two different types of quizzes. This classic quizzes is more of your traditional types of quiz questions. So there'll be things like essay questions, true, false, multiple choice. You can do some fill in the blank and matching there. The new quizzes has those questions, but it also has some different things, such as stimulus questions, which would be something you would see like on standards-based testing, special online digital testing. For those of you that are familiar with like online digital testing like PARCC and some of those types of things, you would see those types of questions there. You can also do categorization questions, sequencing questions, and what they call hotspot questions, which allow students to click on a map like with a certain country, or click on the femur if you're looking at a skeleton or things like that. You can also use this little link right here to determine the differences between these two. There also are a little bit of differences in the moderation as well as the analytics features as well. So to check that out, use Canvas there. For this purpose, I'm just going to go ahead and click on Classic Quizzes. So that'll get me started. So basically you can see this is just going to be where I can title my quiz. So I'll just put chapter 10 just for the sake of whatever. Here's my rich content editor again, and I've covered that in a different section or page in a different tutorial. This is basically where you would want to leave instructions for your students. If, for example, the quiz is timed, you might want to tell them that here just so that they're aware. If they get multiple attempts, you can tell them that here. This is where you would go to build the questions. In this particular case, you can see I can add a new question. So pretty simple just to go there, and you can see I have a drop-down menu of the different types of questions I have available. Also the rich content editor once again, and then here would be my choices. Green's obviously the correct answer, and so on and so forth. Pretty simple as far as some of that goes. If I want to use this in Mastery Paths, which is a whole different topic, that could be something I could do, and this would be the beginning or part of a Mastery Path if you want to do that, but that's certainly more for advanced users. The other thing I wanted to show you, if I go back here underneath on the details, this would be where I can decide what kind of quiz it is. Practice quizzes are literally just that. They're practice. They are not graded. You can do graded quizzes and graded surveys, or you can do ungraded surveys. Here's where you can shuffle the answers. So if you have kids next to each other, they wouldn't necessarily see the same answer at the same time. You can also do a time limit. You can also allow multiple attempts or not. If I click this, you can see it asks if it wants to keep the highest score, the latest score, the average, and asks how many attempts you want. If I click on time limit, you can see I just get to enter some minutes in there as well. And it also, you get some features as to what kind of feedback you want the kids to have. Do you want it to be immediate? Do you want it to be after all kids are done? Do you want to set a time as to when they get to see the feedback as to which questions they got right or wrong? And you can also have them navigate one question at a time if you want. That's something you can also do as well. And then last but not least, this is pretty much the same on anything in Canvas. This is how you would assign it to your various students. So that's a brief overview of classic quizzes, and we'll have another brief tutorial on the features and options on the new quizzes as well in the next tutorial.